Hey there, Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Rising, it's Maggie. Welcome to Moonlit Waters. I am really happy you are stepping by to have this little chat with you about the energy for the week of December 27th through January 2nd. So happy New Year to you. This is actually the second time I've done your reading. I did a complete reading that was like 22 minutes long, and the file was corrupted. So I am not sure exactly what happened. That was yesterday, and I said, oh my gosh, I'm done. So we'll see what the messages are today. I'm in different energy, a more expansive crowd of guides have shown up today, so I don't know what that means. So we're going to find out here. Yeah, it's already started out differently. All right, so we start off on Monday with the Moon in Libra. And the Moon in Libra is going to be in trine with Saturn in Aquarius. And Saturn in Aquarius having this conversation about how do you bring balance into your life. And what are your thoughts? And how are you going to manage things? Because we're building a structure. There is a general feeling of things are falling into place. I think with the way that the planets are set up for Monday and Tuesday with that Moon in Libra. In fact, on Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. and I highly recommend that you check out the time zone calculator that I have below because I cannot do the other time zones. Between 9 and 4 p.m., 9 a.m. 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the U.S., we have some really great energy for socializing, for networking. So whether you're at work or you're just going to get together with people, you know, now that the family holiday part is over, maybe you have, you know, plans with your friends and stuff that are in town or whatever. So really great energy for doing that. So you have here, clean it up. And this energy of clean it up could literally be cleaning your space because after the holidays, because order out of chaos is always good. This could also be cleaning up your emotional space, your mental space. Feels like mental because of that Saturn there. I really I want to get a little clarification on what exactly it is that you're clearing up here before we move on. Because I don't want another corrupt video in case I accidentally get something wrong. I don't know what happened. All right, let's see here. Wow, that's a lot. All right, it's mental headspace. We have the 5 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. Okay, yeah, so it's mental headspace. You have an idea or something you really want to do. So we have the 5 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. This is cleaning up your thoughts, because 5 of Swords is win at all costs. 7 of Swords is how do I get out of this mess? Here we've got like a couple, and then there's the femme fatale there, and he's looking at her and he's trying to decide what he really wants. That's interesting energy here. Here's some really good stuff. We have an Ace of Wands. There's an opportunity for you literally to stake your claim. That looks like a maypole to me, which would be around the time of your birthday if you're a Taurus Sun. So staking your claim on what it is that you really want. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. So there is something that's preventing, blocking, stopping you from heading into your sun sign season feeling lighter and brighter and ready to make some changes. And so there's some mental stuff that needs to be cleared out. Either you need more information or you have ideas chasing themselves around and around in your brain, which of course might mean that you need more information. Or there's a decision that you know you need to make, and it's challenging to walk away from a situation. But that win at all costs, 5 of Swords was the one that flipped up, and it felt like the most important part of the whole current energy. And sometimes you have to be willing to let go of the need to be right and just walk away so that you can be happy. Ooh. Okay. Yep. Sometimes it's like that. You can be right or you can be happy. So maybe there's an argument where if you would just allow that both sides have their own bias and point of view or reason to believe they're correct, and it's blocking you having this feeling of happiness and joy, then, you know, can you see your way through to releasing the need to be right in order to create space, for happiness to come in? The moon's going to move into Scorpio at 4:16 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at Tuesday. And then about 7 hours later, at 11:09 p.m., Jupiter moves into Pisces. So now we're going to go deeper. Like, everybody's going to be going deeper. This is getting into the heart of who we are. We've got Venus, your ruling planet, conjunct Mercury on Wednesday at 24 degrees of Capricorn. And Capricorn energy really wants to have a plan, really wants to build a plan, which is also why you might be up in your head because you're trying to create a plan about something. So Venus is retrograde. Mercury just entered shadow. So Mercury is going to go back over this spot twice more, and Venus is going to go over it one more time after this. And so this is really an area that's going to get a lot of attention, and it's conjunct with Pluto. Pluto's at like 25 degrees, 25 and a half degrees right there. And so they are trying to construct a plan about what you value, what are your value systems, what is really important to you, and how to communicate it to yourself and to others. That could be that swords energy. But how do we create the steps? How do we do the research? What knowledge, information do we need to bring this in and put it all together? So that is, you've got this big conversation that's going on, and it's been going on for 2 months. Pretty much started right after the eclipse. Venus got into her shadow phase on the 17th of November, and the eclipse in your sign was on the 19th of November. So this has been a conversation. Whatever this is, you already know what it is, and I don't have to, I don't feel like I should try to help you guess what it is, because I feel confident that whatever this is that you're deciding, you're trying to figure out, you already know what it is. So there's no point in me wasting my time trying to figure out and help you along that path. I think everybody at this point knows what they're trying to figure out. And we still have 2 more months going forward to really make some more changes. It's like a plan that's getting worked and reworked, and this might work, and I need a little more information, then I'm going to try this, and I'm going to build this, and it's building blocks. In fact, that was the card you guys got, was building blocks to start off. So there's a need to lay a solid foundation. And so as you're going deeper, the moon is going to oppose Uranus in your sign. And so that's that opposition, but the T-square, it's a T-square with Saturn in Aquarius. And so it's like the knowledge and the wisdom and the plan. And at the same time, you have Mars in Sagittarius going to be in that energy of making a choice, making a decision about what action to take with Saturn while all this is going on. There is so much big energy around this decision-making point this week. It is sort of, so when I got into the energy of the week, what they showed me was a hallway. And this hallway had some doors open and some doors closed. It was a very long hallway. And as you were walking down, there were doors that you were closing. Like, no, I'm done with that. I'm closing that door. There were other doors that were open because you've already been there, you're comfortable there, whatever. And you're leaving those open, and that's cool. And then you've got doors that are closed, and there's a need to, like, take a peek in and see what it is. What's going on in there? Is that something of interest to me? Some of them you're going to open, go, no, and shut. And some of them you're going to be like, I might explore that. And I feel like this is the week of making some of those choices and decisions. What doors do we open? What doors do we close? So you have faith. Your prayers are manifested, remain positive, and follow your guidance and tranquility. Make time to relax and be still. Enjoy your solitude, indulging in much needed self-care. I think you need some time, some quiet, some clear headspace to sort out what it feels like. Where are you finding happiness? Because so often we have a tendency to operate from the solar plexus, where the solar plexus is about joy, but it's also about power and control and building things. But the real heart resonance gets lost. And so there's a need to bring some clarity in, almost through your third eye, to the heart space, and connect the third eye and the heart in the decision-making process. But I think it's like, okay, so say you were going away to college and you filled out all these, you get all these pamphlets in the mail, right? And they're all like, all these different offers. And so you go through and you're like, well, this one's too far from home. This one doesn't have the curriculum I'm interested in. This one is, out in the middle of freaking nowhere and I don't want to go there. This one is in the middle of freaking nowhere. That's exactly where I want to go. This is got great scholarship offers. This one doesn't, so you read it down and you have like, 4, 5 maybe. That's when you will start to make the real decisions using the third eye and the heart, because you've done the analysis now. There's the check marks, what checks off, what doesn't. And it's time to leave that behind. That's what I think you're cleaning up, is that head space. And by getting into the bath and having faith, now you start to trust your intuition and your guidance and your heart in the final decision-making process that you're coming up on. Next week, on the 8th of January, Venus is in her Cazimi stage, which means she is conjunct the sun, and she will be invisible. We won't be able to see her, but that is the point where she starts to transition into the morning star and getting ready to birth. And that's where the clarity comes in. And so I think if you can weed some stuff out, if you clear some stuff out this week, you're going to, and have faith in the process and really have faith in yourself and what it is you truly want. I think when you get there next week, it's like, yeah, no, that's definitely, that's clarity. It's almost like fog is lifting this week, and then the sun burns off the fog, I think, next week, and then the planning, then the action steps, then the building phase about how we're going to do this starts falling into place. And this just feels like a universal kind of energy here. So the moon is going to get into Sagittarius at 8:08 p.m. on Thursday. Those 8s are significant. 2 8s, double digits of anything is significant. It looks to me, though, like the portal that we had back at the 8-8 gateway. So back in August 8th, what was it that you were really thinking and focusing on? Because I feel like we're almost sort of stepping through that. It is like an invitation to self-mastery. 8s are about mastering something. They're about infinity. They're about the effort and the work. If you add them together, you get 16. That's a tower moment. But you add the 1 and 6 together, and you get 7, and that's a divine tower moment. And so I feel like it is an invitation to really change something major in your life and master something, some big lesson, some big goal, some big something or the other. Feels huge. On Friday, which is New Year's Eve, the moon is going to be in that area of choice and decision. How do you feel about the choices and the decisions you're making with Saturn in Aquarius? And the moon is then going to conjunct Mars, which wants to take action. How do you feel about it? So I think we start to really, I think that those New Year's resolutions everybody feels obligated to write, this year they're going to want to. Like, they're going to want to put it down on paper. They're going to want to figure some stuff out, sort stuff out. This is a week of really sorting things out. And on January 1st, we have the moon trine Uranus in Taurus. And so the light shines on where the changes need to be made. The Uranus in Taurus, that is the Tower card. It is an invitation to use that tower to create significant change in your life. And I think people wake up on the 1st really ready to start making some serious changes. You have here taking shelter, the answers are within. That is this taking some time for yourself energy. The answers are within. It is time to stop gathering information from outside sources and understand that everything you need to know is within. It's here, and it's here. And what is it that you really want to do? And then answer the call. Answer the call of your soul. Like, you already know. You already know what it is that you're seeking. Now it's time to step through the gate and start working toward it. And it's not going to be an easy journey, which, the North Node is in your sign for the next 18 months. That's not easy, but it's worth it. I just heard, oh God, what was it, Minnow Pond this morning? He says, the juice is worth the squeeze. And I'm like, that is the coolest phrase I've never heard before, but that's what this feels like. You have ascending the mountain. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Answer the call. Step out onto the path. I don't know if you can see it here, but there's like this little stone path that goes into the woods. It is unknown. You don't know where you're going, but do you see the deer? It's a stag right there. This is leadership from your spirit, from your intuition. Those horns, that's like antlers. The antlers are just like pulling in the divine guidance and the information. Follow your intuition. Answer the call of your soul. The moon moves into Capricorn at 6:02 p.m. on Saturday. Mercury shortly thereafter is at like 2:10 in the morning on Sunday. It's going to move into Aquarius. Now it's going to be coming conjunct very shortly with Saturn. And again, working on that plan. And again, Mercury's in shadow, which means it's going to go over the space again. This is a plan that's going to be worked and reworked. You don't have to have all the answers. What you need to know is, what do you really want? How will be revealed when you decide what you want. So we get a new moon on Sunday the 2nd. It happens at 1:33 p.m. Those two threes are significant. Again, it's a double digit. So 1:33 p.m. 3 and 3 is 6. 6 is the soulmate number. Threes are Empress energy, growth energy, abundance. This year we're moving into, right? It'll be 2022. That again, 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. Again, the soulmate energy. And again, now we have these twos. And so the twos, I feel like this year coming up is going to be a lot of finding our soul tribe. Where do we fit in? And I think it is in these two entities work. These two entities. I feel like you'll have these little smaller groups where you really feel comfortable and you really fit in, and you're all moving in the same direction, because the moon is new at 12 degrees and 20 minutes. The 20 minutes, again, a 2. And the 12, 1 plus 2 is 3. It's community growth through the collaboration of a one-on-one partnership. And it could be multiple. So what is a soulmate? A soulmate could be your pet. It could be your children, your spouse, your significant other, your best friend, your coworkers, your boss. It could be the community. Well, it's not the community, because it's that one-on-one energy. But I think we find our soul tribes this year. I think we all start to see where it is that we fit in and what it is that we're going to do. Holy crap. Okay. Let's go back for a moment to that 5 of Swords energy. It says here, be without malice. What do you want to clean up? You want to let go of the anger, the resentment, the need to win at all cost. Let that go, because it's blocking you. It's stopping you from having the abundance and the joy and the happiness that you deserve, that you were made for. Look at these. You have know your power and nourish the soul. And look at these pictures. Those are fabulous. You have see the signs. Pay attention. We have on here a wolf, a lion, dragon. That looks a lot like an owl, but I think it's a dragon, a butterfly. We have the seed of life, and we have the antler horns again of that stag that wants to lead the way. Oh, I didn't see this before. There's a wheel of fortune. There's Mercury. There is communication. And then the 4 elements: earth, wind, fire, ether, and the wheel. Communication. So, all this stuff is going on in your 9th house of research and higher knowledge and spiritual development. And I feel like that this year, this nourish the soul. You got the North Node in your sign, your power. I think it's a year of real spiritual development. I think it will come to you in who you pair up with, as far as that new friend that you make, that job, that there's like, I feel like you're going to start to answer your soul calling in some way or another. Spiritual development isn't necessarily doing what I do. Spiritual development is looking at life from a different perspective of we are all co-creating our life, and the choices that we make yield results. And we get to choose our attitude and what kind of results we yield. Thank you. You have clear your mind. Clean it up. And it is Gemini moon, Mercury. There is a need to clear out the mind chatter and the lower negative energies to allow for the higher vibrational energies to come in. If you can do that, if you can give yourself that space, that space in which to drop out of your monkey mind through the third eye down into the heart and feel, because the answers are all within. What is the right answer for you? You will nourish your soul and you will step into your real power, your truest power. And that truest power is wisdom. You have wisdom. It's the night orchid. It's in the quiet and in the dark. It is in the not knowing that the real truths are revealed. A new moon is interesting because it is planting the seeds of intention, but we're in the winter where there is not a lot of light in the northern hemisphere. And the thing about not having light, so when I go to bed at night, it is really dark in my room. Can't see anything. Can't see my hand in front of my face. I wake up in the middle of the night and I can see everything because my eyes have adjusted to the small light that's coming in. It seems to light up the whole room. And so in the dark, the faintest of light illuminates. And so if you're willing to go to those dark spaces inside of you and see what's really there, your inner light will illuminate everything that you need to know. Okay, not at all the reading you guys had yesterday. This was definitely more powerful. Your fortune cookie card for the year ahead says, surprise! A disappointment will be followed by a pleasant surprise. An invitation could bring love to those searching. Check out some of those doors, people. Check out some of those doors. All right. Wow. And that was a weekly. Okay, so the monthly readings will be out. Yours will be out on Friday this week. And I'm on Facebook if you want daily updates. And I really look forward to this journey with you guys through the North Node in your sign. It promises to be exciting if you're willing to take the trip. If you're willing to take a trip. One of the cards that you got yesterday was take a risk, have an adventure. So if you're willing to go out on the exploration of your own soul growth, this is going to be a very, very powerful time for you. All right, welcome to the new you. I will talk to you guys later. You have a great week.